You raised your price target. It's now 150, a bit higher than the street average of 140. But you raised it on the back of a miss on the top and the bottom line. How often have you ever done that? Raised a price target on the back of a miss on earnings? And what got you so excited?
Yeah, so, you're absolutely right in the sense that, listen, the quarter itself wasn't anything, stellar in nature. I'd also say that as far as the August quarter guide that they provided, also nothing that impressive in terms of the top line, guide of about 5 to 7% top line growth. What was impressive, yet again, was kind of the RPO growth of about 44% remaining performance obligations. And that's a great indicator of kind of the strength that they're building in terms of their backlog and the visibility that you're going to have past that August quarter. So as we kind of now look throughout the rest of this, the next fiscal year and even through calendar 2025, we're looking for top line growth to now accelerate potentially to double-digit growth. That's clearly a positive catalyst here for the stock, and that improved visibility is, I think, what is getting investors excited about kind of the better growth trajectory there. I think also some of those partnerships that were announced, specifically that OpenAI deal, continues to build on that infrastructure traction that we're seeing. I mean, that is a business that is now essentially doubled here over the last 7 quarters, only about 14% of their sales, but you now have line of sight here where that business is going to grow north of 50% in fiscal 2025. So a lot to be positive about as you kind of look more forward in nature.
I want to go back, Angelo, because you've given us a lot to unpack, but I want to be clear. What you're really excited about was the current remaining performance obligation. A lot of people see that as kind of the pipeline that they have of business coming in, but that actually came obviously before these announcements. So do you believe that these announcements are going to only increase the demand and increase that pipeline, or are these announcements just a cherry on top of the cake of that current remaining performance obligation being so strong?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think we continue to see the momentum. I think it's specifically as far as kind of the AI-oriented type of deals on the infrastructure side is concerned. I mean, they pointed to 30 AI sales contracts, worth north of $12.5 billion. So, what was really great about Oracle, they've got a great relationship out there with NVIDIA, right? Right now, it's all about building that capacity. It's all about having kind of access to those next-gen chips, specifically Blackwell, as they launch here in the second half of the year. We think Oracle will have that capacity to kind of cater to, more of the enterprise space out there. So it's not necessarily only kind of those tier one cloud companies that are now benefiting. It's the number 4 player out in Oracle here, which is going to see that traction really start to build through 2025.
Yeah, Angelo, you're hitting on something that I was talking to the team about earlier. So Oracle's number 4, yes, technically, but it's a distant number 4. It's way out there. And in all fairness, Google Cloud's a pretty distant number 3. What's exciting about the Google Cloud partnership in particular in your mind? Because that was a bit of a head scratcher, because I read some articles that people were excited about that in particular.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the Google partnership is concerned, I mean, again, it kind of leverages their technology and kind of just increases their credibility, I think, across kind of the cloud ecosystem out there. But it allows them to kind of essentially, cross kind of collaborate some of their technology out there with some of the other cloud players out there. And, they've now got a similar deal out there with Microsoft and Alphabet. We'll see if they kind of see an announcement in the future. You would think with Amazon, and that is, again, a potential catalyst that we could see on the horizon as well.